Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our show tonight, hundreds of families coming together on Saturday for an annual tradition to remember those killed protecting our freedom. ABC 7's Erica Jackson was at today's 8th annual Memorial Day service at the Sarasota National Cemetery and shows us why many families are skipping barbecues and shopping to honor American heroes.
Whether it was through a combat death or a disease or an accident, it doesn't matter. Once they signed to serve, they were ready to give all.
Memorial Day isn't quite a holiday for Roberta Brockway. Her 24-year-old son, U.S. Army Captain Christopher Brockway, gave the ultimate sacrifice for his country in July 2011.
He was actually in the Air Force first, tried civilian life and said it wasn't working, so he wanted to be in the military. He wanted to serve his country, and he was proud to do so.
Brockway is considered a Gold Star mother and keeps her son's memory alive by participating in services like the one at Sarasota National Cemetery, and nearby, a World War II veteran does the same.
I think we've got to remember these people. If we don't, it's all for nothing.
96-year-old Navy vet Roger Quinsonberry is one of the lucky ones. He survived days at sea during the Great Atlantic Hurricane, but his two college roommates were killed in the line of duty.
They're both heroes. They both died. I attend all the memorial services. I think about them a lot.
But there's no amount of gratitude, not enough thanks that we can give veterans who have served, but particularly on Memorial Day for those who have fallen.
For Advisory Committee Chairperson Renee Gilmore, Memorial Day is a time of reflection meant to honor the fallen soldiers around the world, including the 15,000 buried at the Sarasota National Cemetery.
The whole community can come and pay honor to people who have fallen, people who have given their service. It's a big thing.
Memorial Day events continue on Monday with a ceremony at Patriots Park in Venice and a parade in downtown Sarasota. Reporting from Sarasota National Cemetery, Erica Jackson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
And there are plenty more events planned across the Suncoast tomorrow and Monday to honor the military men and women who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our country. You can find a full list of those events on our website, mysuncoast.com. Suncoast Congressman Vern Buchanan laid a wreath this weekend at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier at Arlington National Cemetery. Buchanan and his wife were there for the Memorial Day weekend services, and the congressman also spoke on the importance of our nation's defense. The Tomb of the Unknown Soldier was created in 1921 as a monument to those service members whose remains were never identified. Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia is the final resting place for more than 400,000 veterans, their families, and those killed in active duty. Back on the Suncoast, Northport police are looking for a man they say parked his car next to an SUV and keyed that vehicle. The suspect shown in this photo put out by police. They say he keyed that car without being provoked by anyone. Do you know him? If you do, you're asked to contact Northport police with any information on this suspect. Law enforcement is keeping a close lookout for drunk drivers this weekend as well, and the Manatee County Sheriff's Office has already caught a few. During a monthly saturation patrol, deputies arrested 7 people, 4 of which were for DUIs. They also passed out over 100 citations and 4 warnings. The Sheriff's Office says the average offender, drives under the influence once every 4 to 5 nights, and national averages show alcohol-related fatalities occur every 30 minutes. And as a reminder, AAA's Tow to Go program is available throughout this Memorial Day weekend. The call-in service will transport anyone and their vehicle to a safe location if they feel they are too intoxicated to drive. The rides will be available through the state until Tuesday morning at 6 a.m. Since 1998, Tow to Go has safely removed more than 24,000 impaired drivers from the roads across the Southeast and the Midwest. And another law enforcement agency has issued less tickets over the last 3 years, not because drivers are getting safer, but because employees are getting more and more scarce. The Florida Highway Patrol reports losing about half its workforce, 993 troopers, to retirement or resignation since 2010. And low wages could be keeping those new hires away. A starting trooper in Florida makes about $34,000 per year. In surrounding states like Mississippi and Louisiana, starting salaries are around $38,000 and $47,000 respectively. One of Venice's hottest Celebrations taking over downtown today, the 6th annual Brew Bash in Centennial Park, featuring dozens of different types of beers for patrons to try. The bash also featured live music, vendors, and local eats to complement the drinks. Event goers may have come for the beers, but they definitely stuck around for the good time.
It's a good event, you know, there's a lot of people that I know here. The music's fantastic. I don't know if you can hear it. And the beer is always good, and they're adding new vendors every year, so it's a good event to come out to.
The event also featuring some expert advice on the brewing process and different flavor profiles. And now let's head over to Steve Newman for a check on that weather. Steve, not a bad day for a cold one.
Not at all. It's going to be even a little warmer for the next couple of days with high pressure in place. But while our weather is nice, it has not been a nice day for severe storms right on through this area here. Lots of watches. We had a very destructive tornado go in east of Nashville. I'll tell you more about that. That's just happened in the last couple of hours. But high pressure is bringing us a northwesterly flow, and along the immediate coast it keeps us mild. And overnight tonight on our short-term futurecast from the rapid refresh model shows prevailing onshore winds, a few clouds here and there, but those clouds will dissipate and you'll have a sunny and mild or even warm Sunday coming up. Here's your hourly forecast. Temperatures right on through the night, cooling off into the low 70s and warming quickly into the low and mid 80s by late morning. 90 your high tomorrow. Well, what about Memorial Day? That forecast coming up and a chance of rain coming in. Well, I'll tell you when that's going to happen too in a few minutes. Adam.
All right, thank you very much, Steve. Sarasota police teamed up with several other agencies this morning to help keep boaters safe on our waterways this Memorial Day weekend. They held their boating safety inspection day at Centennial Park, checking boaters' safety equipment and making sure that they are prepared for the whole summer season. Families on the water this weekend may be in a boat that has seen very little time on the water during the winter, and law enforcement wants to make sure everyone is operating with reliable safety equipment.
We're not looking to write tickets, we're looking to educate people. We have some donation of some life jackets from a local flotilla, and we give out some informational packets. Today was your free pass, so if you're going to be out there tomorrow or the next day, make sure you have all of your safety equipment in order.
In the excitement of this holiday weekend, Sarasota police say safety equipment checks are often overlooked. And almost a decade after the number of boaters in Florida took a nosedive, the number of registered vessels is inching its way back up. Florida Today says there were more than 95,000 fewer registered vessels in 2016 than a decade earlier, over a 9% dip. The number of boats bottomed out in 2013 at almost 900,000, but that number has increased every year since and is now over 930,000. The FBI is looking into what happened to Isabella Hellman after she fell out of her husband's 37-foot catamaran. Louis Bennett and his wife left Havana, Cuba in the evening Sunday, May 14th. According to Bennett, he went below deck to sleep while Hellman, wearing a life jacket, kept watch on the bridge. By 1:30 the next morning, 30 miles west of Sal in the Bahamas, Bennett says the boat hit something, so he went up top. His wife was missing and the catamaran was sinking. The Coast Guard found him 3 hours later floating in a life raft, and after 3 days and nearly 7,000 square miles searched, Hellman is nowhere to be found, and that search has since been called off. A man working at a Florida landfill is being praised after rescuing an injured eagle. John Jones contacted Arnold's Wildlife Rehabilitation Center after catching the eagle at Okeechobee Waste Management. Jones brought him to the center where they performed x-rays but didn't see any broken bones or other reasons why the bird couldn't fly. The eagle was named JJ after the man who found him and has since been transferred to the Treasure Coast Wildlife Center to continue rehabilitation. JJ is now able to get off the ground, but only about a foot or so. When he is released, it will be right back in that landfill where he was found. Well, still to come here on ABC 7, the latest from Oregon after what police suspect may have been a possible hate crime. And a rock legend with ties right here on the Sun Coast passes away. That and more when we return.
Just go do it. Go do it. If you're not in control, then who is? Live above the influence.
Invest in Kids is a $7.5 million project to build a new Boys and Girls Club in South Manatee County. I'm Caleb Grimes, and I was a club kid. It's where I learned important life lessons, leadership, integrity, responsibility, and baseball. Thousands of kids attend the Boys and Girls Clubs, and after years of use, their club is slowly falling apart. Help us invest in kids. Make your donation today.
Thank you.
We asked you, Suncoast, why do you like ABC7?
I like ABC7 because it's local.
It gives me all the local news, local weather.
It's so local and so community driven.
Kelly Wilgus does a great job.
John Scalzi, that's my guy.
Bob Harrigan is wonderful.
Stephanie's my favorite. I like Scott Dennis.
I like them all.
We're all very grateful that you cover what you do and you're here to participate with the community.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop pad that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
To Oregon tonight in what police suspect may be a possible hate crime. They say a man verbally attacked a Muslim woman on a train, and when Good Samaritans came forward to help, he stabbed them to death. Federal investigators are now involved, as ABC's Marcy Gonzalez reports.
Tonight, the FBI looking into whether hate crime charges will be filed against an alleged white supremacist accused of stabbing 2 Good Samaritans to death on a commuter train in Portland.
Were stabbed in the neck and the other in the stomach.
Witnesses say it started around 4:30 Friday afternoon when 2 young women, one of them wearing a hijab, boarded the train, and Jeremy Christian immediately went on a hate-filled tirade.
Get out to the country, that he doesn't like Muslims because they're criminals.
Witnesses say at least 2 men stepped in trying to calm Christian down, explaining the suspect then pulled out a knife and attacked them.
Then I see that there's just blood everywhere. Looked like every punch that I saw was actually a stab.
Police say 53-year-old Ricky Best died at the scene, and 23-year-old Talisha Namkai Meshe was pronounced dead at a hospital. The suspected killer only making it a few blocks.
He's refusing to drop the knife.
Before he was arrested. The 35-year-old has a criminal record, and a man identifying himself as Jeremy Christian.
I'm the dude that promoted shooting anyone that tries to disarm you.
Is shown here at a freedom of speech rally last month, giving a Nazi salute and yelling racist expletives. Tonight, the men he's now charged with murdering are being called heroes.
And a 3rd victim was also stabbed in this attack. We're told his injuries are not life-threatening. Christian is being held without bail and is expected in court on Tuesday. And an update on the Manchester terror attack. Britain is reducing its terrorism threat level from critical to severe on Saturday. Authorities making major progress in unraveling the plot behind that concert bombing. Police arrested 2 more today in Manchester on suspicion of terrorism offenses, bringing the total number of suspects in custody to 11. Manchester bomber Salman Abedi's father and younger brother are also in detention in Libya. Manchester police responded to the UK's change in threat level in a statement posted on Twitter, saying the change does not alter their response to Monday's attacks that left 22 people dead. and Greater Manchester Police releasing these new surveillance pictures of suspected concert bomber Salman Abedi. They were taken the night of the attack as he went into an apartment in downtown Manchester. Investigators believe the apartment may be where the bomb was put together. Abedi detonated that device at an Ariana Grande concert, killing 22 people. Police have given the all clear at Newark Liberty International Airport after evacuating portions of the terminal earlier today over a pressure cooker. The Port Authority Police Department saying a suspicious package was discovered on level 3 of the regional terminal for United Airlines. Newark International is one of the busiest transit hubs in the country. Police say a partial evacuation was completed and the Essex County Bomb Squad responded before saying the package was clear shortly after 6 o'clock this evening. And authorities are investigating after a vehicle drove through the perimeter security fence at BWI Airport in Maryland. Police arrived and arrested the suspect. The FBI says it has ruled out terrorism in this specific incident. No flights were impacted during the time of the accident, and the incident is still under investigation tonight as police try to figure out why this suspect did what he did in the first place. The President Donald Trump is back in the White House tonight after wrapping up the first international trip of his presidency earlier today. His 9-day trip included visits to Saudi Arabia, Israel, the Vatican, Belgium, and Italy. His last visit was to U.S. Troops at NATO's Naval Air Base in Sicily. Trump wrapped up day 9 and his first overseas tour, pledging his support for the U.S. military.
You are the men and women who make up the most powerful military in the world, and under my administration, as you know, you've seen it, right? Under my administration, stronger and stronger every single day. I also know that the single greatest strength of our armed forces is you, all of you.
As Trump returns to Washington, he's facing yet another political firestorm involving Russia. The Washington Post is now reporting the president's son-in-law and senior advisor Jared Kushner proposed setting up a secret means of communicating with the Kremlin. The White House is not commenting, but a source with knowledge of the matter says Kushner spoke in December with the Russian ambassador about creating a secret communications channel with the Kremlin. And President Trump tweeting earlier today that he will make a decision next week on whether the U.S. will withdraw from the landmark Paris Climate Accord. The president met with world leaders this week at the G7 summit in Sicily. Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, and the United Kingdom are reaffirming their commitment to the Paris Agreement. And during the campaign, President Trump vowed to rip up that agreement if elected. Aides say he is listening to other world leaders and with an open mind, but hasn't decided whether or not to withdraw the U.S. from that pact. In other news, a pioneer of American music with Suncoast ties has passed away. Greg Allman died in his home in Savannah, Georgia today. Allman and his brother Dwayne founded the legendary Allman Brothers Band and recorded classics like Midnight Rider and Rambling Man. Allman's manager says he had a number of health issues. Allman used to frequent the Suncoast and was a Sarasota County resident earlier in his life. Greg Allman was 69 years old and made some real hits. So tragic loss and a tragic family history there too with the Allmans. A lot of brothers dying at early ages. He made it there till the end. But his tunes will live on.
They definitely will. We may have had a tragedy in part of Tennessee in the last couple, 3 hours. I'll tell you about. Tornado raged east of Nashville. We'll look at that closely. But for our weekend weather, it is going to be near perfect. You're going to like the rest of the Memorial Day weekend. And if we look at Sarasota Bay webcam, hardly a cloud in the sky. Some high clouds from time to time, but a beautiful day. Temperatures crept up a couple of degrees today, but still not too humid. It'll stay that way through tomorrow, although the high temperature will be about 90 degrees rather than the mid and upper 80s, which we've seen for a couple of days. 75 at the airport right now. Our dew point 65 with the humidity at 71%. And across the state, cooling off into the 70s, except the 80s in the far southern part of the state. And across our viewing area, it's nice in the 70s with that onshore wind, although the sea breeze is easing up after the sun went down. It'll be back tomorrow. Not quite cooling off Sebring and Lake Placid. They're still in the upper 70s. Now here's the problem. We have a lot of warmth and Gulf moisture heading up into the Tennessee Valley, the Ohio Valley, and this is what's called a derecho, which is a line of heavy thunderstorms that can go on for hundreds of miles, and this one has been potentially deadly. You can see how long that stretch is. They're right now near Davis, Oklahoma. Back over here, we have a tornado on the ground moving rapidly to the northeast, but about 2 hours ago near Cookeville, Tennessee, which is about an hour's drive east of Nashville, when that front went through, it knocked down trees that were blocking roads. It's caused widespread destruction, according to emergency services people there. I'm sure Good Morning America will have details on that storm and other storm damage overnight tomorrow morning starting at 8 o'clock. And we also had hail the size of softballs, not baseball, softball size hail in part of Missouri earlier today. Well, looking at our weather, we will not be affected by that. While they could have some severe storms in the Carolinas tonight and tomorrow, we'll be under high pressure. Nice, hardly any clouds in the sky, and our chances of rain won't be back till late in the week. If you're lucky enough to be going out on the open water, look for northwest winds 5 to 10 knots, seas 2 feet or less. Bay and inland waters will have a light chop. The Gulf water temperature just how I like it, 82 degrees. The air temperature tomorrow afternoon will be 86. Our UV index very high. Use your sunscreen if you haven't been out, especially in the sun so far this season, because you will burn very quickly with that high of a UV index. Clear and warm tonight with our low temperature 70 degrees, west winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. And Sunday will be sunny and warm, high 88. Monday about 90 degrees, as we can see on our 7-day outlook. Now, day to day will stay pretty close to 90. We're looking for those sea breezes to kick in and bring afternoon and evening thunderstorms, both from the Atlantic and the Gulf. That could kick in late in the week, and by next weekend, we'll probably have some thunderstorms in the area and cooler weather. That's it, Adam.
All right, thank you very much, Steve. Sports is next. Stick around.
When it comes to drinking, what do you think moderation is? The U.S. Dietary Guidelines define moderation as up to 1 drink a day for women and up to 2 drinks a day for men. So what's a drink? The guidelines say a drink equals 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, or a cocktail with 1.5 ounces of distilled spirits. Each contains the same amount of alcohol. Like to learn more? Visit drinkinmoderation.org.
It's fine that other people like you. It's more important that you like yourself. And I'm comfortable with every part of me. Meals on Wheels coming to my door as someone who's housebound assures me that I'm not forgotten. They care that I'm okay. My name is Asha Ida Bell. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
On the next Black Almanac.
During the presidential campaign last year, Trump vowed that the solution to poverty was giving poor people incentives to work. But most of the proposed cuts in his budget target programs designed to help the working poor as well as those who are jobless cope. If you're a poor person in America, President Trump's budget program is not for you.
Sunday morning at 7:30 on ABC 7.
Ever since I can remember, I've been intrigued by industrial design and the optimization.
Wait, that's passion? Ever since I can remember, my passion has been industrial design. We need 3D printers for Miss Adams' engineering program so that we are ready to solve 21st century challenges.
Impressive. Think It Up is a new initiative to support student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classroom today? Think It Up.
Download ABC7's official Suncoast weather app onto all your devices so you can stay informed wherever you go. With our full-featured weather app, you get weather alerts, interactive radar maps, current conditions, 10-day forecasts, and weather video from ABC7, all at your fingertips. And it's free. The ABC7 official Suncoast weather app, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. Just search Suncoast WX in the App Store and download yours today. Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce?
Close enough. And now, A word from our sponsors.
One-off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by one on any or all numbers and still win.
Now, sports.
The Rays bullpen has been an issue all season, and today's game against Minnesota was no different. Rays catcher Derek Norris getting Tampa Bay on top early with an RBI single in the second inning. Logan Morrison scoring there. Rays starter Jake Odorizzi with a few mistakes, but this one in the fourth, a solo shot to Eddie Rosario, ends up tying the game at 2. The game still tied in the 8th. Tommy Hunter tagged by Brian Dozier with a runner on third. 2-run home run puts the Twins up 2. Same inning, Byron Buxton singles home Joe Mauer from second base. The Twins go up 3. Colby Rasmuth would add a homer in the 9th, but it was too little, too late for the Rays. They lose for the first time since Wednesday, 5-3. More to come here on ABC 7. Stick around.
When I turned 18, something big happened on my birthday. Every comfort that I knew, gone. This is what it feels like to age out of the foster care system in America. And this is the feeling that nearly 30,000 young people experience every year. But it can be better. You and me, working together for success beyond 18. Improve the lives of young people aging out of foster care. Learn more at jimcaseyouth.org.
A promise was made. A promise that hit the beaches of Normandy. A vow that captured Iwo Jima. A contract that weathered Tet. A pledge that stormed the desert in Iraq. An IOU that braved IEDs in Kandahar. A promise was made to America's veterans. DAV fights to keep that promise, so all veterans and their families get the benefits and support they earned. For help, visit DAV.org.
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here.
Why, you don't like my hair? The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds. No.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm going to show you a special dish that is sure to please that special someone in your life.
Watch the Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
I am powerful beyond my wildest imagination.
I will define my future.
I will keep challenging myself to improve.
Because I am a future leader of this great nation.
I will make a difference in my community.
I will not settle for simply chasing my dreams, I will achieve them.
Because I was given a chance.
An opportunity.
At Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America.
The ultimate leadership experience.
Join us. We'll build a new future together.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help. 1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967.